What is up with Nicolas Jackson?
Need to make sure there are no gaps. And there is a gap. And Nicolas Jackson has found it.
Chelsea, the club who has had one of the biggest number 9 curses in the history of football. They went from the likes of Morata, Higuain, Werner, and now they have Nicolas Jackson. We have all seen some of his incredible misses this season. Some of them were harder to miss than to score, but somehow he managed to not hit the back of the net. The media has been on him since he started losing his form earlier in the season, and the pressure has been building up to him. But is all this criticism deserved? We have to look at the current situation of Chelsea to answer that question. And if we are being honest, the whole team is underperforming, from the board to the manager to the players, except for Cole Palmer, of course. The whole team just isn't clicking. We also have to realize Nicolas Jackson isn't a real striker. From what we have seen his last season, he was a winger, and you can still see that in his game today. His movement on the ball is incredible for a striker. He just misses the finishing aspect of his game. But it would be lazy to say he isn't just performing due to the fact he isn't a natural striker. He should have scored more goals, that's a fact. But we also cannot forget that Chelsea, in my opinion, have a terrible coach who isn't developing his team at all. Who could you honestly say has improved under Pochettino this season with the Chelsea team? I get that Chelsea have had an injury crisis and it hinders the tactics, but they have been terrible for their standards. It all comes down to the board and the people who they employ to make this mess. The whole under 21 market strategy Chelsea are playing with just isn't working, and it sure as hell is not helping the players on the field. They need experience along them to perform. Just imagine Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard and John Terry in this team. All the youngsters would look up to them and learn from them. Take for example Nicolas Jackson. Do you really think he'll be missing these sitters if he had a proper structure around him with an experienced, world-class striker to help him? What I'm trying to say is, it isn't only Jackson's fault for having a bad form right now. He should keep his head high, and we football fans have to support him. He's still very young and has all the potential to be one of the best. So, what do you think? Is Jackson finished?